Yes? Now it's ready. What about you? Are you ready?
Hey, check,
All
check.
right. Now we'll start. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. My name is John. I'm your host for this evening. Point out that we are a hybrid again this weekend. We have Rebecca here. We also have Rebecca on the camera. So, in the white box.
Okay. Hello, TV land.
TV land. So, some people see you live and some people see you through the eye in the sky. But at any rate, let's see, just to let you know, this thing is really hot. We are a listening room, so that when the performer is playing, we are listening. Okay? And we do follow the CDC guideline for masks, except when you're singing or talking, like me. Or eating, yeah, you can slip them down to do your thing. We're an all-volunteer staff. This place has been in operation for over 51 years. Yeah, every Friday night, with those rare exceptions when Friday is a holiday. The last Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve fell on a Friday, so everybody got their party without us. Tonight, the man sitting down over here with the earmuffs is one of our co-directors, Tim. I'm sorry. Try again. Joel. I'll get it right.
Woohoo, Joel.
The other co-director is Jennifer, working the counter. Tim's the tall guy in the back. He's the only guy whose name doesn't start with a J. Joel, Jen, John, and Tim. Just to let you know, this is the weekend for the Downers Grove Ice Fest. And I don't know when you walked in if you saw we've got a treble clef ice sculpture out here right on the corner. And we've been doing that now for a number of years. Many of the businesses will have theirs out. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can stroll around and see all the various stuff. It's pretty, there's some pretty amazing type stuff done. The sculptors, have all this ice. They cut it up, and they're also doing ice carving demonstrations, I think, up by the train station on Main Street. So if you have never seen that, it's quite the deal. Where am I at here? Oh, anyway, we'll get on with tonight. Tonight we have Rebecca Folsom coming to us directly from Colorado. Just got off the plane.
Right, it was only about 5 degrees cooler in Colorado. Way wetter here.
And according to her bio, her music is all about love, connection to our shared humanity. And with all of that, let's you can check out her flyers on the table, which gives you much more in depth than you wanted to hear me say. So with all of that, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away.
All right. Thank you, John. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to see you guys. I thought with the snow, like nobody would be here, so I'm so absolutely pleased that you're here, and we're in person. That is a deep appreciation for that these days. I'm going to start with a song that is pretty brand spanking new. So coming out of gate with this one, I woke up about 4 in the morning and I was singing this song in a dream. And I got up at that point in time and went into the bathroom and sang the whole thing into my phone so that I wouldn't lose it. And it's pretty much about what it was when I got it in the dream. So this is called We Can Move Mountains. We have seen trouble, been lost in the night, but we have within us the power of light. The shadows of sorrow, doubt and fear blocked our way. But together we can rise up and clear the new day. 'Cause we can move mountains with the power of our hearts. We can move mountains. We are this power. We are stronger than we know. Together we can help each other find our way home. There's a light in the heart, a fire in the soul. When we reach out to each other, feel the power of love grow and grow and grow. We can move mountains with the power of our hearts. We can move mountains. We are this power. We are. Spark and the light. We are the clear path through the night. We are the spark and the light. We are the spark and the light. We are the path through the night. We are the spark and the light. We are. Shine our little light. We are the spark and the light. We are, and we can move mountains. Thank you. Hey, Joel, I'll back off a little bit more for the big stuff because I've got some tender stuff. You can turn me up a little more. So, brand spanking new. Is it a keeper? Yeah, it totally wants like a choir, doesn't it? Like everyone's going, we are the spark and light. And I'll be like, we can move mountains. That's how I hear it in my head. So next time you guys will sing along and then I'll do that part. This song is off my most recent CD, which is actually getting old now. It's about 4 years old, and we've got a new one coming out this year, which I'm super excited about. I'll play a couple new ones off that album. This is called Extraordinary Days. Sitting with you, the sunlight streaming in, a gentle lull of voices as another day begins. And I think about how I spend my time, each moment so small like pennies I find, stuffed and forgotten in my pocket. They are each extraordinary days of our lives, and how they move so fast, and how the most significant moments we don't notice till they're past, till they're past. A lifetime, a coin toss, crosses, carousel of gains and losses, like the blessed day I met you, or the morning the doctor gave the news, or the accident that happened in a flash. Time slowed and we slipped the gap, and we couldn't believe that nothing happened. They are each extraordinary days of our lives, and how they move so fast, and how the most significant moments we don't notice till they passed. And round and round and round we go, round and round, and up and down, and lost and found, till the end. Lord, then we know they were each extraordinary days of our lives, and how they move so fast, and how the most significant moments we don't notice till they've passed, till they've passed. Thank you. All right. So I love your moisture. I'm just saying. It's Colorado gets very, very, very dry. And I like what it does for my hair. My hair starts to volumize. I come here. But this is a song that I wrote with two other women out of Nashville. I had a girl group that toured out of Nashville for a number of years, the Rhythm Angels, which you heard on Folk Stage. And we all read this book about Joni Mitchell, Carole King, and Carly Simon. It's a great book if you haven't read it. It's called Girls Like Us. And all their intersecting lives and where the stories behind the songs. And I finished reading that book and I went, I'm a girl like that. And Girls Like Us, we needed song. So wrote this song, and it ended up doing really well on the national radio. It went to number 4 on the country Americana charts, which was really cool. Yeah. Girls like us go with the wind. We risk it all, and if we fall, we risk it all again. We burn hot and we fall hard. Girls like us are like the stars. And girls like us aren't scared of love. We look it in the eye, we try, we let it change us. From the passion to the sting, girls like us feel everything. Yeah, it's every girl who ever was a dreamer, who opened up her heart and reached for more, who was quiet long enough to hear her own voice. The world is full of girls like us. Girls like us, sometimes we cry. Sometimes we break and walk away, though we don't know why. We have to search out bigger skies. Girls like us, we learn to fly. Yeah, it's every girl who ever was a dreamer, who opened up her heart and reached for more, who was quiet long enough Sometimes it's hard to take another leap of faith. Walking the hard road will show you what you're made of. Na 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 na. Girls like us go with the wind. We risk it all, and if we fall, we risk it all again. We burn hot and we fall hard. Girls like us are like the stars. We burn hot and we fall hard. Girls like us are like the stars. Thank you. Thank you. I don't play many songs off that album. I might, on the break, I might have to work up that one, the one you were talking about from the Rhythm Angels. It's a very controversial song, that one. All right. So this song is a little different. This is not a deep singer-songwriter inspiration whatsoever. It has nothing to do about healing humanity. It has to do with buying a dress. So it's called Where There's a Will of a Woman, There's a Way. I plan to walk that little walk, plan to talk that little talk, plan to circle you, baby, make your mind back 12 o'clock, plan to put on my little party dress, make you weak in knees, have you crawling to me, honey, have you begging me, please, 'cause where there's a will of a woman, there's a way. Your friends, they're all whispering I'm just a tease. Let me enlighten my intentions. I aim to please. I'll make you glad you move that mountain to get next to me. It might take a little sweat, but the follow-through's a breeze. 'Cause where there's a will of a woman, there's a way. Now you look like the kind of man who ain't easy to catch, but you haven't seen me in action. You ain't seen nothing yet. Plan to hit on you like lightning, thunder rolling through your mind. Follow your heart, baby. It never lies. Yeah. Oh, on Sunday, let you kneel down and pray. Gonna ask the good Lord serve you up my way. I've been good and he's been watching. You know he's on my side. So slide over, baby. Get ready for the ride. 'Cause where there's a will of a woman, there's a way. We're armed with little Xena dresses, sweet French perfume, little boots from Nashville ain't gonna make it out of the room where there's a will of a woman. Yeah, yeah, there's a way. There's a way. Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's do, gosh, what do we want to do now? I had a set list right up to this moment. Oh, let's do that. This is a song that I wrote with Sally Barris. Do any of you guys know Sally Barris? She's based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, you know Sally. Yeah. She's a good friend, and we tour together a lot and write together. And we wrote this song about being on the road. And the Little Medicine CD that I put out is meant to be that each song is meant to be a little medicine for the soul. And this is the medicine of trust. Gypsies came to town with billowing tents and bells and jewels spinning round. The fiddler played, invited me in, and with a warning said, my friend, when you run with the gypsies, trust the road will be kind. Pack all your things lightly and leave the rest behind. Trust a soft bed find you and you will be fed. Trust the stars to watch over and you will be led. I left the innocence of home, traded comfort for the wisdom of the road. When I broke down in a deep and darkened place, I was shown love and given grace. When you run with the gypsies, trust the road will be kind. Pack all your things lightly and leave the rest behind. Trust a soft bed will find you and you will be fed. Trust the stars to watch over and you will be led. The smell of earth, the sun-streaked sky, the changing winds that blow, a curious heart that is listening and finding beauty in the unknown. Springs to leaves that fall, the twists and turns I've learned to embrace them all. We're all just travelers here with gypsy in our soul. We're passing through and letting go. When you run with the gypsies, trust the road will be kind. Pack all your things lightly and leave the rest behind. Trust a soft bed will find you and you will be fed. Trust the stars to watch over and you will be led. Trust the stars to watch over and you will be led. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This is a gospel song that I wrote. This is a title track of the reunion album, and I'm also a fine artist, oil painter and watercolor painter and acrylic. And I came up with this harebrained idea that, the creative ideas always seem really great on this end, when you're like, that's a great idea, let's do that. And by the time you're getting into the arc, you're like, wow, maybe this is going to take a lot more work than I thought. And what I decided to do was paint a painting and write a poem for every song on the album. And the album itself then has the paintings inside and the poetry book, inside the poems that go with it. But what happened is, when I sat down and wrote the song, I thought, well, this will be a very methodical thing. I'll do it, one at a time. And instead, it ended up, I opened 3 creative spigots, like all at the same time. And so I was up at 3 in the morning, like the muse just kept me up. And I literally had my guitar on while I was working on my easel. I was like, oh, that's a great idea, do this. And at the end of it, I think I had 34 paintings and for the 12 songs. But this is the title track, and I hadn't written this yet, and I knew that the album was supposed to be called Reunion, but I hadn't written this song, and we were going in to finish the album. It was like, oh no, I really got to write this. And then I had the experience that was, that is what Reunion is about. And my parents divorced when I was 14, and from that point on would not talk to each other. And so for 30-some years, it was just this cold thing, between the two of them. And I needed them for something. It was something kind of big in my life, and I called both of them and said, would you come? And they did. And both my mother and my father and my stepmother. And it was one of those miraculous, amazing moments, sitting on the couch. And I have my stepmother holding one hand and my mother holding one hand, which, believe me, was a massive thing. And my father sitting over there and him saying, that just looks like a love fest. I want to come on over there. And it was like, wow. And we all had tea and we cried and we talked about, what are we even fighting for? Like, what was it? And they just decided to drop it. And they came to my house for Thanksgiving a couple weeks later. And it was pretty astounding. And I wrote this song, Reunion, from that. So it just really showed me that sometimes when something seems so tight, like it'll never open, that time comes and they open, So to keep the faith on that. Oh, holy bond, Father, mother, and child, if once broken, aches forever to be reconciled. Love is the door, faith is the key. I pray every day for you to open me. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah. Only together we can be free. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. In our reunion, there will be peace. There is pain, hunger and fear, that we turn from our brothers and sisters, but our hearts can still hear. We plead for mercy. Oh, please let what binds us be revealed. We call out like children. We cry out to be healed. Sing hallelujah. we will know peace. Thank you. Thank you. I ended up painting the flowers that were on the Thanksgiving table as the painting that went with that. And so they were two huge Georgia O'Keeffe style flowers, like 6 foot by 5 foot. Really beautiful. I think there's one of the Giclée prints is one of them. It's called Alleluia flower. All right, so this song, this one has a little group participation. You guys open for participation? Awesome. It's super simple. We'll get more complex as we go on. But this song, all you got to do is answer me when I say bark less, wag more, wag more. Got it? And then there might be some howling at some point. I don't know if we feel inspired. If we've had enough coffee, well, we'll see. Okay, this is written from the perspective of your dog talking to you. Hey there, buddy, I got something to say. You're overthinking it too much today. Let go, drop it, come out and play. Your instincts will show you the way. Bark less, wag more. Nice. Love is what we're living for. The world is waiting for you. Come on, open up the door. Bark less, wag more. You got it. Feel free to just really yell it out. The path, it is simple. Be real and be kind. We don't put on airs. We're not that refined. No faking, pretending. We don't waste time. We sniff out the truth from behind. Bark less, wag more. Love is what we're living for. The world is waiting for you. Come on, open up the door. Bark less, wag more. Rolling in the grass, soaking up the sun, packing 7 years into your one. Little belly rubs, curled up next to you. Running wild and free, howling at the moon. So this is your chance. So go ahead and try on your little dog bark, your favorite little dog bark. Some of you must have little dogs. There we go. Someone had it there. All right, big dog bark. Anybody got a hound dog? Feels really great to do. Try it. It's like nice. I like it. You guys are willing to like step out of your box of cool. This is good. Okay, now the howling. The best part of all. Nice. Nice. And after that howling, I always forget the last verse. So if you are troubled, your heart needs to mend, we'll always have a pot of land. We'll be together, the best of friends, faithful forever till the end. So bark less, wag more. Love is what we're living for. The world is waiting for you. Come on, open up the door. Bark less, wag more. The world is waiting for you. Come on, open up this door. Bark less, wag more. Make love, not war. forget, put your scraps on the floor. Bark less, wag more. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to do two more and then take a break? Okay. This is a new song, and I have a new album coming out called Sanctuary, and what I've been up to with it is, it's been a couple years in the making. This is the longest project I've ever done. I've been going into communities of undervoiced people, marginalized groups. We went into a maximum security prison and wrote with prisoners, and went and talked with people that were experiencing homelessness, and those that were just getting out of it, with the elderly, with refugees, with people suffering from mental illness. So a number of, so we've got like about 8 or 9 songs on this album that were either co-written or written from interviews, with people that have had these experiences. And this next song is one that I wrote with people that were experiencing homelessness. And it ended up being a really cathartic experience for me, because I'd kind of whitewashed over some things that happened in my life. When my parents divorced when I was 14, they disappeared. They really just kind of split. And us kids were on our own. And which seems so crazy, and yet that's what happened. And so I had my own time of homelessness, and the things that happened in that, it was a very, very difficult time. And my sister experienced it and really never quite got out of it. And so the process of writing with these people brought up so much of my own story and like a healing that happened for me. And then this song came out of it, from their stories and my story all mixed together. This is called Mercy. Hang on one sec, somebody's out. Standing on the corner, 2 homeless daughters, young eyes that have seen too many things, shivering there with broken wings. Even now the memory stings. The rain was cold, cut to the bone, the kind you feel when you're all alone. But the pain that hit even harder was the look on the face of her father, driving up in his car and choosing not to bother. We can make the angels sing, and we can make them cry. With all the trouble that living brings, can't help but wonder why. Not mercy, 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 for heaven's sake, oh mercy. Please heal this human ache. Well, I got out, but my sister's in deep, lost her mind, living on the street, caught in the undertow of mistreating, while I built a fortress of succeeding, and lost track of her tender heart beating. Well, she's gone mad, how is that? And I'm the one acting crazy, like that night I dropped her last Christmas Eve. As the snow fell, she turned key to the storage locker where she'd sleep, and I pretended not to see. We can make the angels sing, or we can make them cry. With all the trouble that living brings, can't help but wonder why. Not mercy, 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 for heaven's sake. Oh, mercy, please heal this human ache. My sister passed away this year. Wiser now, the choice was clear. We brought her home before she departed, going back to where we started, with a prayer for the open hearted. Oh, mercy, 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 for heaven's sake, mercy. Please heal this human. Mercy, mercy, for how we break. Mercy, please heal this human ache. Thank you, thank you. That is this new album. I have to say, I mean, maybe artists always feel this about their new albums, but this new album is gangbusters. It's like the sonic landscapes are exquisite. This next song is the title track to the new album, and we had the amazing pleasure of singing this down in Dallas in a renovated church with a gospel choir. So the recording of it is just astounding. And you know, part of what I've been up to, I've been teaching now for 28 years something called vocal freedom and vocal mastery, how to help people open their voices, you know, on many levels. And I've been teaching people, you know, in these communities. So we get together and we have them write their stories, and we do vocal exercises to like really let themselves out. And it's just been pretty amazing. And the vision is that we go on tour and we work with these groups on tour too. Like when we come to your town, like come to Chicago, we would work with a group, and then they would actually get up on stage and sing and stuff too. So that's the grand hope, is to bring their voices to the mainstream. So so this is Sanctuary, and just me, no gospel choir. You can make it up or you can sing along and create it yourself. So one voice rising in the darkness, one voice, no matter how small, one voice, each of us together becomes the one voice of us all. One voice, one world, one choice, love, show us how we can make a sanctuary, a safe refuge, a higher ground. sisters. One world, it's really rather small. One world, ours to care for. One world together, a sanctuary for all. And one voice, one world, one choice, love. Show us how we can make a sanctuary, a safe refuge, a higher ground. One people living in one world, each act of love. Show us how. Every wall that we break down, every hand that reaches out, everywhere that love is found, we're building a better dream. Every garden that we tend, every broken heart we mend, every battle that we end, we're building a better dream. Every wall that we break down, every hand that reaches out, everywhere that love is found, building a better dream. Every garden that we tend, every broken heart we mend, every battle that we end, building a better dream. We can make a sanctuary, a safe refuge, a higher ground. One people, one world, each act of love. Show us how. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're going to take a short break, and John is going to tell us about it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you all about it. What a wonderful voice. I mean, I'm just like, just unbelievable voice. And the guitar's not too bad either. And the boots, don't forget the boots. Yeah. Just to let you know, this is not her only performance of the weekend. Tomorrow night, she will be on the Folk Stage Radio with Rich Warren at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I say that because we have people tuning in via the camera from all over the country. I think our record so far was one from Switzerland. Yeah, so it's like, you got to tell them it's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. She'll be on WFMT 98.7 FM. And looking forward to that. Also, if somebody didn't make it here tonight and you say, wow, you should have heard this lady's voice, you can always go to our Facebook page, the Two-Way Street Facebook page, and pick up exactly what the camera found. What do I got here? Oh, tomorrow there's a sing-along, and for those who are regulars, they know all about that, from 2 to 4 in what we refer to as the big room down the hall. And on Tuesday, the 8th, we have what's affectionately known as BYOS, Bring Your Own Song. So you can do a cover, you can do an original, and most of the people here are writers and or musicians of some type. Some people just come to listen, but it doesn't matter. Next Friday, we have John Dorado and Ann McIntyre. And there's a flyer on the table to give you more information about them. Most importantly, Jennifer, are you ready? Okay. On Valentine's Day, the dynamic duo of Ashley Simpson, stand up, take a bow, are doing a special, they're doing a special Valentine's Day love story thing. Jennifer, take it away.
We're doing a mini live stream on Facebook, and it's just going to be a couple of the songs, like our favorite love songs, some of our love songs that we've performed over the years, some originals. So yeah.
Since it's on Valentine's Day, we called it a love.
Right.
A love stream, okay.
Yeah, we should do that every
Yeah, right. So we'll take a short break, time to refill your coffee, hit the washroom, and we'll be back in like 10 minutes or so.
And I'm just going to let you guys know, too, if you want, I have
the
2
merch.
published poetry books, and I'll probably read from one in the next set. Not long, short thing. If you're pomophobic, don't worry, it'll be short. It'll be over before you know it. Then I also have Jickley prints and CDs. And I also have, I always like to give something away, and I've got my new little giveaway, and they're little, they say sanctuary on them, one world, one people, that, I love, show us how. But they're jar openers. So they're awesome. And they can also, like, garlic openers. They have, like, all these things written, like what you can do with these little things. I had somebody use it to plug their sink. So lots of uses for these, and they're free. So come get one, come say hi.
And she wouldn't mind not taking those home with her.
Yeah.
I mean-
they're for you. They're to share. So
No, I'm talking about the rest of the stuff up on the piano here.
yeah,
Come check it out.
Sure.
If she had nothing to carry home, her suitcase would be empty.
Be lighter. This is
Well,
true.
yeah, it'll be-
And the sanctuary, we have the sanctuary song. We actually released that and in 2020 because we just thought people need this, and it was a semifinalist in the International Songwriting Contest, which was super cool. We have recordings of it over there, and if you want to take one, you could just take one for free, or if you felt like making a donation to the Sanctuary Project, you could do that too. Anything you felt like. So, or just take one. It's good too. So we're just here spreading it.
And for those who don't know, you say to yourself, why is he wearing a hat? Okay, and I have found that if I take the hat off, guard your eyes, because you'll see the chrome dome. So thank you very much. So I'll put the hat back on, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back.
Thank you, Jeff.
Just like I say, remind you that she's on tomorrow night with Rich Warren. I always have to read it, WFMT, because otherwise there'll be WDCB, it'll be, So anyway, 8 o'clock tomorrow, Central Standard Time. And we've got people booked well into, I think February and March are already spoken for. Oh, we are, okay. We've got people here every Friday night. So all of our regulars know that. And so are you ready to take the stage? All right. Well, then I'm going to step away. Once again, the famous Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you. I'm going to start with a poem that inspired this next song. This is called Let Your Flaws Be. So these are the poetry books that I wrote. I didn't realize I was writing them when I wrote them. I had been in Nashville for about 7 years, living there part-time, living Colorado part-time. I had a label in Nashville, and we were just writing all the time, and we were trying to write country hits. And so we were writing about trucks and dogs and beer and, all these different things. They're like, what's a country hit? And prison, excellent, yes. Murder, that's good. Mama, yeah. So when I got back to Boulder, Colorado, which is very different than Nashville, I was like, I don't want to try and write a hit anything. I don't want to write anything commercially. I just want to write like little poems just for myself. And after a couple months of doing that, I realized I had written a whole book, and actually 2 little books. And so I was like, wow, cool. So this book is called Your Life is a Masterpiece, and this poem is called Let Your Flaws Be. Let your flaws be the passageway to your soft heart. Let your flaws be the sharp knife that sets you free from any tight packaging. Let your flaws be the zipper, buttons, the fraying seam you rip to loosen up. Let them be the weathered crack in the wall that lets in a sliver of light, a breath of fresh air when the doors of your heart have been locked for too long. Let your flaws be the incision on your tender skin that opens you, only to remove what has been ailing you from holding yourself together for so long. Let your flaws be the fissure that allows your deepest well of being to spring forth, quenching the thirst of true connection for yourself and everyone around you. Satiated, we sit at the table, open, undone, a few scars, a few loose edges. Are we not full of delight, relaxing here in the beauty of our natural state? Thank you. People never know what to do after a poem. And should we, whistle? So this is a song that was inspired from that. To your heart, what will set you free? If you're yearning for anything like this, you are just like me. Where are your fraying seams, incisions on your tender skin?
mistakes you've made. Well, I have faltered too, trying to hide away the ugliness till we look right through. Can we love all the way, every inch, every failing, every part, with kindness, gently befriending ourselves, and welcoming our open hearts? Why are the simplest things always the key? When I love it as it is, always sets me free. Oh love as is, love as is. Let it be what it will be. Let the truth set you free. Oh, love as is, as is. Oh, love as is, love as is.
Thank you. Yeah, so many different inspirations that songs come from. This one was inspired from, well, you probably get it. I'll just play you the song. You'll probably get it. I had the great pleasure of having Tim O'Brien sing on this with me on the album.
Hey, go on crying. It's time to surrender. You were living a lie. This time it looks like your vessel is sunk. My mama said God takes care of babies and drunks. And the bright lights and pleasures will sweep you off your feet. And now the same dizzy spell puts you out in the street. And roadhouse angels, have mercy, please. Take this thirst from me and set me free. For this honky-tonk heaven, this honky-tonk heaven is hell on me. Yes, it's a surprise. The drink gave me wings to rise, but wings made of paper, they're not meant to last. I was flying high and falling fast, and the bright lights and pleasures would sweep you off your feet. And now the same dizzy spell that puts you out in the street. And roadhouse angels, have mercy, please. Take this curse from me and set me free. this honky-tonk heaven, this honky-tonk heaven is hell on me. And I'm not the girl that I was before, ooh, just too much, wanting more and more and more. Another round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. And the bright lights and pleasures that swept me off my feet are now the same dizzy smell that puts me out in the street. And roadhouse angels have mercy, please. Take this thirst from me and set me free. For this honky-tonk heaven, this honky-tonk heaven, this honky-tonk heaven is hell on me.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody who has been a musician for a while has paid their dues in pubs and bars and all of that, the late night playing, and it was such a wonderful thing to just be like, I'm not going to do that anymore. And one particular bar one night, it was one of those, go until 2 in the morning kind of thing and playing. I went and hopped off the stage, and some guy just literally picked me up and started like doing this with me on the dance floor. And I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this is happening. So it was just a really rough bar. And so I got back up on the stage, and I pretty much just sort of hid, like, over here, while the mayhem went on. And when I went home, I said to my husband, honey, I got picked up in the bar tonight. And it was so funny. It's like, I literally got picked up in the bar tonight. So the honky-tonk heavens, there are many of those, many stories from all that. But I'm going to do this song because it's just fun to do every once in a while. I was talking to somebody about doing it over there at the merge table. So this is, you might recognize this one. Feel free to sing along.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. But the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, and the hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call for Alice when she was just small. When men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice. I think she'll know when logic
Yes, right? I heard somebody singing along out there. All right. Let's do this one. That's a little one about the rain. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. What a treat to be here with you. It's just, I'm always just amazed at airplanes. Like, it's still, they fascinate me and amaze me that it's like you can just go into an airport and you could go to Chicago, you could go to Hawaii, you could, like, that. It's pretty amazing that we live in a time that you can do that, where I started out in Boulder, Colorado this morning, and here I am tonight. It's just awesome. We've come a long way from the horse and buggy, just saying. So, let's see, this is Rain. Used to walk these hills in her red raincoat singing sweet honeysuckle daffodils. Her innocence was springing, but I let her slip away. I let her go, and with all this rain falling, I miss her so. Let it rain, rain, such a beautiful sound, washing our cares away. Let it rain, oh rain, falling all around, holding us tenderly today. See her happy and smiling again, back to when her springtime days would never end. But seasons turn and people change, and some days bring pain. Hold on to your heart, let it speaks dressed in black, can't hear what he's saying, just the call for forgiveness that we're all praying. Well, it's time to lay our roses down, and I'm begging, please, Lord, help us all. Rest in peace, let it rain. Rain, such a beautiful sound, washing our cares away. Let it rain, oh rain, falling all around, holding us tenderly today. Oh, rain. Thank you. Let's see. So do we go till 10? Is that what we do? Something like that? Okay. So like 5. Okay. So like 4 more songs, 4, 5, something like that? Okay, great. Sorry, technicals there. We didn't see that. This is one that also did really well on the radio.
Everyone's here and the feeling's right. Sky's clear, it's a perfect night. Fiddlers playing favorite tunes. Margaret's brought her apple pie. The children run and the old folks sigh. Lovers sway by the light of the moon. Round and round and round and round, my friends. Up and down and up and down again. There are times when the storehouse is empty, times when it's filled to the brim. When times get hard, we must remember better times come around again. Feels like forever these fields were dry and trouble seemed to multiply. Tightened up, scraped along. When I looked at you, well, I believe we could dance our way through anything, giving thanks with a faith that's strong. Round and round and round and round, my friends. Up and down and up and down again. There are times the storehouse is empty, times when it's filled to the brim, to the brim. When times get hard, we must remember better times. Yes, better times come around again. Round and round and round and round, my friends. Up and down and up and down again. Round and round and round and round, my friends. Up and down and up and down again.
Thank you. All right, I think it's time for a sing-along, don't you? So this song I wrote when I was touring in Hawaii. For years, I tour in Hawaii in March. And when you live in Colorado or someplace like here, leaving in March is a very, very wise idea. So I usually go for about 10 days, and I hit a couple of the islands and play there. And I'd given myself the challenge of writing a song a week for a year, and so I was there and I wrote 2 songs. And this one, I had the amazing experience of, I was teaching at a women's fitness camp. These 2 women, I was the odd wheel instructors, because one of the instructors had won the Ironman 3 times, and the other woman had won Tour de France, and the women's Tour de France. And then there was me. I was a vocal teacher, and we woke up in the morning, and the wild dolphins had come into the bay, into Ho'okana Bay, and the main instructor said, "Rebecca, would you please run down to the bay and go entertain the dolphins so they don't leave while we get all the campers ready, to go down." And I was like, "I'm game. I'll go entertain dolphins. That sounds great." So I headed down there, and there was nobody in the bay. It was the only person that was there. And jumped in, and they had told me to bring these gold leaves and drop the leaves for the dolphins. And so I got in and started dropping these gold leaves one at a time, and the dolphins got in a circle and were swimming underneath me and were coming up and picking up the leaves on their fins. So I would drop them, and the dolphins would come and pick them up, and then they would swim above me and drop them for me. And so we played catch I played catch with 30 wild dolphins, which was astounding experience. Like, I was just in this amazing trance and feeling their beauty and their intelligence and all of that. And then the campers got there, all of the women's camp got there, so they were playing and the dolphins were playing with everyone else, and they split up, they stopped doing the circle thing that we were doing. And I swam off kind of like dizzy, and this one dolphin followed me. And it was the strangest thing. He just had this one, he was giving me the dolphin eye. He was just like, "Rrr," you know, like in a good way, but it was intense. And so I was swimming off, and he swam with me for a while. And finally I was like, I just got to get out. Like, this is, so I swam out, climbed up on the beach, and literally wrote this song. Like, this song came and pretty much didn't change a word of it. It is, and I always felt that it was a transmission from the dolphins, especially the one guy who was giving me the dolphin eye. So this is called Wonder, and there's a sing-along, just Wonder, Wonder, Wonder at the end, and I'll cue you and jump in on that. You have dreams, what you love to do, but something holds you back from making them come true. Fear and worry about what comes your way, or you can open up your arms and smile and say, come what may. Why worry when you can wonder? Why worry when you can wonder? Oh, open up your eyes and wonder. That's the sing-along part. Wonder. Jennifer, I think you could get up here and sing a wild harmony. Wonder. There is magic all around you. Lighten up your heart. Let your spirit move. Then it happens. Vibrant, living flow, and it's taken us places we can only dream to know. Come on, let's go. Why worry when you can wonder? Why hold on when you can wonder? sing it for our children. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gorgeous. So you can see that was inspired from the Dolphins. They're like, quit worrying so much. Start wondering. They actually have done like these amazing studies of shifting to wonder by just going, Like did all these studies with hundreds of people of going, and what that did to your brain chemistry and how it fired your brain in a different way and moved you out of fear patterns. I thought that was really cool. So anytime you want, right, just try it on. Yeah, just feel the wonder of that. It's good. Right? It makes you laugh. It's good. Good stuff. Okay, so now that we got you warmed up with wonder, this is the yell along. So this is Wild Women. All you got to do is yell, wild women, wild women, wild women, when we get to that part. And if you want to keep yelling it, that's fine. You have little groups of 3, but you can just keep yelling it. Okay, here we go. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. Let me tell you a story about some women I know. Do anything they want, they'll tell you so. They can take just nothing, make it into something good, and something into nothing if it ain't doing what it should. Ain't around, but no one to tell us what to do. Wild women, wild women, wild women. Never, 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 never get the blues. You know this world can be full of lies and sin. You never been hit so hard you can't get up again. Now listen to that spark of truth lives inside your soul that leads you to the healing that will make you whole. We're all in this together. Come on and grab hold. Wild women, wild women, wild women. Never, 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 never get the blues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody got the right to push you around. Nobody got the right to try and hold you down. Nobody got the right to hit and abuse. We are women of heart and soul. Lord, we paid our dues. Underneath the bum, underneath the no, we never. We never get the blues. Going home happy. Thank you, and thank you for your yell along with your masks on. It's hard to yell along with your masks on. So I'm going to do one more and say goodnight, and thank you again for coming out in the snow and the pandemic. And there were so many things. It was like, well, this will be really interesting, and you guys have been so warm and lovely, so thank you. So this is, I had the great pleasure of playing Kerrville Folk Festival a couple times. And have you guys been to Kerrville? Yeah, it's fabulous, just magic. And we got off the stage. I was playing in a group called the Rhythm Angels, and we got off the stage, and Judy Collins was getting on the stage. And that was a wonderful moment of just like, hello, passing each other. And then she sang this Joni Mitchell song, and it was just a dream come true. It was beautiful.
Rose and floors of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all.
Please feel free to sing.
Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud. Just say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads. They say I'm changed and something's lost and something's gained. Living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, John, Joel, Jennifer, Tim, for putting it all together. Thank you all for coming out and listening to live music. You guys rock.
I forgot to tell you, nobody gets out of the coffee house without an encore.
Ah, goodness
My fault.
That was kind of my encore. So, I think in honor of the snow and everything, we'll just, I don't know. Okay, I'll do a quick one. Let's see. What would it be? Which one would it be? I have a brand spanking new one. Let's do it. It's risky doing this as an encore, but I'm going to do it. Be bold. So this is one of the songs for the Sanctuary album. This was the song on race, and I did not want to write this song. I resisted it. I was like, I am just going to mess it up. There's no way I can write a song on race. And the whole thing ended up being an amazing process. I ended up writing it with Dee Kawamoto, who is Asian, and, Dee Moore, who is black, and Heather Kawamoto, who is Asian, and me, who is white. And the three of us came up with this song, and it's called Through a Mother's Eyes. Thank you guys again. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. A mother's words are spoken, bringing up a baby in a world that is unjust. With tears on her face, she says, when will my baby boy, because of race, go from innocent to being framed as dangerous? All I want is to connect, to love and have respect. Tell me, when did our humanity, our sanity get trained out of us? Try to see through a mother's eyes. Our sons and daughters are suffering. Try, open your eyes. Can you hear my plea? Have the courage to see through a mother's eyes. It wasn't that long ago, a white mother revealed during Jim Crow, at a Sunday picnic, our children by our side. For entertainment and control, our husbands hung a black child from a pole. To save our own, we sat there screaming inside, but did not cry out horrified. Shoved it down deep, closed our eyes and went to sleep. For generations to carry the pain inside, bury the shame and deny, while the truth cries. Try to see through a mother's eyes. Our sons and daughters are suffering. Rise, open your eyes. Can you hear my plea? Have the courage to see through a mother's eyes. And these words echo still from the mother of Emmett Till. Open my son's casket, show the world this racist crime. Lay him out in my living room, my agony for all to view, with hopes that there will be change this time. If this was your child, you would Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to have a brand new song on an encore, too. I appreciate it.
Don't
Yeah.
forget to check out our ice sculpture that's right on the corner here. Yeah, so, yeah.
That's gorgeous. That's like selfie worthy. Beautiful. Snuggling. Right. Just easy does it.